Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be comparing two camera capture devices. One of them is called the Pengo. It's a 4K HDMI Grabber. The second one is the Blackmagic Decklink Mini Recorder 4K. Both of these devices do pretty similar things, I would say. The Pengo is a USB 3 device, and as you can see, it has 3 ports here. And each of those ports does a different thing. One of them goes straight out into the computer via USB 3 with a cable. The next one is the input from your camera. And the last one is loop output, I guess. So you could daisy chain multiple devices. The Decklink Mini Recorder 4K is an internal card. And you'll see some footage of this on the screen. It's an internal PCIe card. And you'll need a PCIe slot in order to be able to use this device with your computer. Both of these devices work on Mac, although I personally have not tested either of them on my Mac. I use them both on Windows. So the main point of interest for me in this video is to compare the two devices. Both are available at roughly similar price points. The Pengo is roughly retailing at $160. And the Blackmagic Decklink is retailing at about $200-ish. So there are 3 differences between the two capture devices that I found. The first one's pretty obvious. One of them, the Blackmagic, is an internal PCIe card, and you'll need a PCIe slot available for it. The Pengo, on the other hand, is an external USB 3 device, and you don't need a PCIe slot for it, which means that you can use it with a laptop, take it on the go, so on and so forth. The second difference that I found to be a big one actually is that the name Pengo 4K HDMI Grabber is a bit of a misnomer in that while it can receive 4K footage, it can only output 1080p. So that's something that you should know about before buying this, because I think a lot of people online have complained about it. So don't get this if you want to record 4K footage, because it will get downscaled to 1080p no matter what. Whereas the Decklink is a true 4K device, and you'll be able to capture 4K footage with this thing. So really cool. The third difference that I thought to share with you guys, and this is something interesting, one of them, namely the Pengo, is not compatible with Skype. So if you use Skype for video conferencing a lot, and you're hoping to get this to use with your DSLR, you're going to be disappointed. It's not going to show up at all. And that brings me to my, I guess, half a point of difference. The other difference between the two is that this has no software built in at all. So you're not going to be able to use this with Skype. It has no built-in software. It just shows up as a device. You can use this with Zoom, and it works with OBS and all the other stuff, as far as I've tested. The Blackmagic Decklink works with Skype, with Zoom, and it seems to have a much better integration into Windows, at least as far as I've tested. So yeah, that's my comparison video between these two capture devices. I personally had to make a decision, and I know I'm going with the Blackmagic because it has so many more features, it's more flexible, and it's future-proof in the sense that it can record 4K. So I'm not going to have to worry about that down the line. Price-wise, like I said at the start of the video, they're pretty close, maybe about $40 off list price. And I feel like the Blackmagic doesn't get as much publicity as the Pengo does, which in turn doesn't get as much publicity as the Elgato. So I haven't tried the Elgato, but personally, from all the reviews that I've read, I would probably just go with the Blackmagic internal card if you can afford it, just because it's been rock solid for me. I've used it a lot. In fact, I'm actually using it to capture this video right now. I guess the last final thought for me is that after comparing the footage between the two cards, I could not detect a discernible difference between the footage I had captured on the Pengo and the footage I had captured on the Blackmagic in 1080p. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit the subscribe button or join me on one of my Twitch streams where I live stream music and also sometimes delve into the tech world. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys.